Good morning. My name is Jer Mayhall with Grudman & Associates Real Estate Insurance. I've got the announcements on behalf of the Chamber Board of Directors here at Computer Concepts. Before I turn it over to Adam, I'm just going to make a few quick announcements. Friday, March 27th, you've got a Chamber Coffee and Ribbon Cutting at Rutten's Vacuum Center for their 60th anniversary. And here somewhere. We'll catch them again next week. 607 West 7th Street. That's what that is.
Denny's down the hall.
Come on in, brother. All right, and another thing, and this isn't on my announcements, but I'll throw in a plug. CYP also has a Carroll County Reinvestment Tour, otherwise known as kind of a bar crawl. But it's a Carroll County Reinvestment Tour next Friday night. And then on Saturday, March 28th, we have a Chamber Legislative Forum at the Glidden Library Community Room, hosted by the City of Glidden, 110 Idaho Street in Glidden.
Hey, Jared. Relay for Life kickoff next Thursday at the winery at 6.
March 26th at the winery, Relay for Life kickoff. Thanks, Mike. At this time, I'm going to turn it over to Adam, and he's going to regale us with many tales of wonder.
Thanks, Adam. Very much. Well, thank you guys all for being here. I really appreciate it. I love the fact that the Chamber offers us as businesses the opportunity to showcase our businesses and welcome everybody in once in a while. And we really wanted to take this opportunity, as you can see with our new building expansion project, wanted to give the community an opportunity to come in and just kind of see what we've been up to over here for the last 9 or 10 months. And Computer Concepts will be celebrating 10 years this November. And right now we're staffed with 9 staff. We were at, actually we're staffed with 8 staff. We were at 9 staff. One of our longer staff members moved home to be closer to family as they had a couple kids, and we know about living in Carroll. That's one of the great things about living in Carroll, and one of our great recruitment tools is bringing folks home, and so we were blessed to have him with us for a while. His name was Aaron Lighting. For many of you probably have worked with him. But my 8 staff members that are with us, Computer Concepts would not be possible, first of all, without my wife Jill. And she's our office manager, and she keeps us in line and keeps us organized and just does everything behind the scenes. My lead network technician, our senior network technician, Craig Ellert, has been with me for coming up on 8 years. And then we've got Andy Nygaard. And Andy comes from Tredan. He's been with us for a couple of years. He's brought a lot of experience in virtualization and servers and support. We've got Brett Bobine, who's been with me now for 5 years, I believe, and does a great job for us in our tech room, doing repairs for people's computers and virus removals. Darwin Ritchie came to us almost 2 years ago as well, and he came from Grand Junction. Him and his wife now live here in Carroll, and she works for the school system. And Darwin is out servicing computers for us. Travis has been here for almost, I was going to say, 1.5 years, 2 years as well. Travis started for us downstairs, and you probably know his dad. He's a builder here in town, and Travis does a lot of different things in the community. He's really involved with his church and barbershop quartet, so there's probably a ticket or something that he might be willing to sell you to a performance they have coming up soon. And then we have Dave Solanke, who's joined us within the last 3 to 6 months. He's the first guy that you see when you walk in the door downstairs. Does a great job for us with tech support for people's laptops, desktops. He's on the phone with folks, and then helps us build computers and service computers. Computer Concepts, when I first started out in '98, building computers, I was in a small basement. I was working part-time. I was working full-time for American Home Shield, and eventually I was able to go full-time in the business and was able to kind of really grow up in IT, and starting with about Windows 95, 98 era, and moving forward. Started out with dial-up internet, as some of you maybe remember. Was able to work with the first wireless internet high-speed provider here in town, and then moved on and saw CenturyLink and Mediacom, and now we're Western Iowa Networks is providing fiber optic to our whole community. Carroll has always been a real big leader in an industry and in regional trade. And one of the things that I have been able to see firsthand is how we're continuing to look forward at new technologies as we brought those technologies into our community, and our businesses continue to always look at ways that they can broaden their horizons and expand. Well, as we've continued to look forward and grow, I knew my challenges were going to be in staffing and trying to keep folks wanting to move to town and be able to provide that IT service. And I see a lot of our small businesses growing in leaps and bounds all the time. So with that, we wanted to be able to provide a more downtown and urban and futuristic feel. And when I had the opportunity to purchase this building, this was kind of what my vision was. And that was, as I recruit people, whether they're originally from Carroll and moving back, or whether they're just folks who've never lived in western Iowa, I wanted to show them that there's more than meets the eye. And those of us who live in Carroll know that there's more than meets the eye, but sometimes, you know, these types of things are that next big thing that maybe recruits that new employee or retains that new employee. So we're really excited about this expansion. Downstairs, we're now able to work on 27 computers approximately new, and 27 computers in a break-fix mode between our two tech rooms. That's almost double what we could do over on Main Street. Over on Main Street, a lot of our technicians were in the same office, trying to be on the telephone at the same time, doing remote calls, and that was just really getting inconducive to providing good support. So this has now opened it up and allowed ourselves private offices, a better experience when customers come to meet with us and us to set up their devices. It's going to provide us some more room for training and meeting with clients and future prospects. We're continuing to look at evolving as far as partnerships are concerned to be able to serve western Iowa, and it really is about partnerships as we advance. There's so many different areas of technology. Recently we started working with, I've got a 3D printer on display around the corner, but I've been working with Eric Ramsey. He's from Manning. He works for Council Office and Document. He brought that up to put it on display. But that's a new technology that Computer Concepts really doesn't do anything with large-scale printers or copiers. So we sought out somebody that we could work with to assist us on those levels. And it's been a great working relationship with them. And they're talking to their clients about our managed IT services and all of the security and all of the things that we can bring to small business. And so we're finding that to be a great synergy and a great service to a lot of the smaller communities around Carroll. With that, some of the other people that I did want to make sure I sent a nice message to. My first cousin, Mike Bass, probably right around the corner here, and Todd Johnson down the hall. They're the ones that were responsible for making this construction project go for me. I called Mike. He's always done all my work and helped me out, and almost every time I pick up the phone and I call him, he's very, very reluctant to answer. Because he usually knows it's going to be fairly sizable, and there's going to be a really short time frame. And so we bought this building in about March, end of March, early April of last year. And I suddenly had the opportunity, a client contacted me, wanted to expand their location. They were interested in my Main Street location. And I said, well, if you're willing to commit to a few years for me, I've got a building in mind, and I've got some ideas in the upstairs in mind, and so we were able to work something out which made this possible. And I called Mike in about June and said, hey Mike, I need to be in about late August. And he said, well, we can try to do that. And we did, and they did, and they worked tirelessly, and it turned out great. And along the way, in these projects, you get to try a few things and to rethink a few things. But overall, the vision is exactly as I wanted it to be, and I really thank the two of them for all of their hard work. So, with that, I don't really have anything else. I really appreciate everybody being here. The support of the community is what has made our business continue to grow. Word of mouth is so important, and testimonials are so important, and have been to me and my business for many years. And we just look forward to serving you for many, many more years to come. And we look forward to our new building and meeting those of you who we haven't yet. So thank you.